really do.
Yo, yo, yo. What it do, y'all? What it do? I am the host with the motherfucking most. Chill motherfucking Murray. You are now tuned in to live from the spot. Shout out to everybody tuning in, not tuning in. You know how we do and how we rock. It's late night chill, baby. Oh yeah, definitely add that Haley Knox. Definitely add that Haley Knox. Haley Knox, 11th hour. She got another joint too called Strangers. That's pretty dope too. So definitely check Miss Haley Knox out. Fury B, Kim Crawford, what's going on? What's going on with you? Congratulations, Fury B, on the update to the game. I definitely want to see what their finished product is looking like, my brother. I was in, as you know, we conversed about me being in gaming, art, and design in Full Sail, so I definitely want to see what that's about, too. So, as y'all can see, we have new lighting, we have a new look, a little bit of a new look. I'm working on getting the even better camera than what I got. So, like I said, it's a new look, new setup. I'm gonna try to keep it like this. Like I said, I got my GoPro over there, so I'm gonna be setting up and having an even different look, even better look than what I got right now. So this is just a trial and error. So I got my capture card in here. So when I got the rest of my hookup for that, I'm ordering just one more piece that I need for the capture card. So anyway, as I told y'all, we're gonna be doing the gaming channel. So I wanted to at least have this shit looking, you know what I'm saying, like something proper for, you know what I'm saying, not only the gaming channel, but moving forward, the pod is going to be looking a lot more better. So there's going to be a little banner up there soon. It's not going to be, you know what I'm saying, just a blank wall no more. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, spizzy up the look of the place. I'm trying to spizzy up the look of things, you know what I'm saying? And it's late night chill, so I don't care if this is in my hand right now. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm just being honest. It's late night chill tonight. I wasn't gonna even get on, but I was like, you know what? I owe it to y'all to get on. Number one. Number two, I still have some things to talk about from last night, as well as we had to get into the drone situation. So I wanted to at least get into that, and then tomorrow, like I said, I'll be streaming the game, as well as I'll be putting out the clips over the weekend of everything. And I need to figure out what the hell is going on with this microphone. This has been bothering me on how low I keep seeing the levels be. But I'm going to figure that out. Like I said, I don't know exactly what that is. But we're going to figure that out. I think it's the, matter of fact, let me see something. I think I know exactly what it is. It's trying to catch audio from different places. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so maybe that's what actually helped it out just now. Because it looks like my levels just went up a little bit. All right. So, first things first. I guess we can definitely get into, so there's new news that there's going to be more lawsuits circulating with this dude. More Diddy lawsuits circulating. I said there's going to be more lawsuits happening with him soon. I know there's 3 more people that accused him of sexual assault. Let me look into that real quick though. Says 3 men accused Diddy of drugging and raping him in new lawsuits. Sean Diddy Combs was hit with new round of lawsuits on Thursday in which, okay, so this is the new ones. Okay, so in which 3 John Does claim in separate complaints that the embattled music mogul had drugged and raped them in incidents that alleged and took place between 2019 and 2022. Okay, so this looks like it's brand new. This one look like it's brand new. One second. Where's my screen capture? As y'all can see, I was vibing out my damn self for a little bit. Does the mic have a safety switch? No, it doesn't. Not that I know of. No. Not that I know of. Does not have a safety switch that I know of. What was that? So the accusations echo the dozens of other civil lawsuits Combs is currently facing, as well as the federal sex trafficking charges for which he is expected to stand trial next May. Combs has denied all the allegations against him. These complaints are full of lies. His attorney said in a statement, "We will prove them false and seek sanctions against every unethical lawyer who filed fictional claims against him." So pretty much this is more taking shots at, again, Tony Busby, who now that I mention it, need to talk about this as well. Jay-Z reacts to Tony Busby. He's getting sued now for allegedly giving a woman herpes, an STI. So Jay-Z's Rock Nation issued a statement following a report that attorney Tony Busby allegedly gave a woman venereal disease. On Thursday, December 19th, TMZ reported that Tony Busby, the attorney who filed lawsuits against Jay-Z and Diddy, is facing a new lawsuit from a woman who accused him of giving her an STI. The woman, known as Jane Doe, claimed Busby had taken advantage of her. Wow. Taking advantage of her ever since they met online in 2018. She met with Busby for a dinner date in his hometown of Houston. After he booked a 5-star hotel, the woman said she had sex with him without knowing he had a venereal disease. The woman said she started to feel uncomfortable sensations around her groin and immediately made an appointment with her doctor. After she confirmed it was an STI, the woman called Busby to tell him. He apologized to her but didn't seem shocked by the news since he allegedly knew he had it. Busby allegedly told her not to tell anyone about the unidentified STI and offered free legal advice as compensation. She said she felt ashamed, yet continued her relationship with Busby anyway. He reportedly took her on trips to Panama and New York City, where he owns a home. Things started going downhill after she realized Busby was manipulating her into keeping his secret. The controversial attorney, who's currently representing dozens of other alleged victims of Diddy, called the new lawsuit false, frivolous, laughable, and ridiculous. He also predicted the suit would be dismissed and even reported the lawyer who filed a recent lawsuit to the authorities. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's Rock Nation also shared their thoughts about Busby's latest lawsuit against him. So this was a statement that they had put out. I want to just go to the whole thing right here. I might as well. So it says, Mr. 1-800 said today the Rock Nation is criminally responsible for his legal woes with ex-client's ex-lover who is accusing him of transmitting venereal disease, assaulting, falsifying documents, and stealing clients' money. No and no, God is behind the sunlight you keep referencing. We are not the source of every sunlight that you get, but rock sunshine is coming your way, Mr. 1-800. Shameful. Wow.
Well, we are back now on an update on a high-profile case that we've been following. Jay-Z's rape accuser coming forward, but with contradictions in her account. Earlier this week, the woman accusing the music mogul of raping her when she was 13 years old spoke out exclusively to NBC News.
It's crazy, yo. It is crazy how much Jay-Z has the media in his back pocket. Very Fierce, what's going on? It's crazy how much the media, he's got the media in his back pocket like this, yo. He drugged the woman at that event where 9 people died. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how they're trying to play the lawyer games. They're trying to play the lawyer games, right? Yeah, I think he's talking about Diddy. With that one. But it's crazy how they're playing the lawyer games, the back and forth shit. But this one is just like a tit for tat, the way they're trying to show, they're trying to put like a bad light on Busby. Oh, he gave a girl herpes? Like, come on now. Now y'all really just trying to play pity pat. Like, enough is enough. We understand that you don't like necessarily the whole allegations that's against you out here, but you trying to play media games with people. This isn't putting you in a good light. That's my whole thing right here. this does not put Jay-Z in a good light when you're trying to play just the media games, because you have the advantage. You have the billionaire advantage to play those media games against Busby. So you can do things like this, have the press releases, have the press conferences and shit like that. You can definitely do that and play those games against Busby easily. However, it still doesn't negate the fact that there are things that are out there about you, man. That's my whole thing. That's what I said before. It's not about it is not about the one allegation. It's not about the one rape allegation as much as it's about all the other things that are out there about him. When I hear where my people died, Diddy's where my mind automatically go, yeah. And my whole thing is, you got, you know, let's see, Busby, Diddy's when you got the news literally looking at, you know, or should I say Tony Busby looking to, like, for example, Tisa Tells to get his information just to combat with Jay-Z, that just tells me his sources are even, you know, are very lackluster as far as how to get this information that you want to present to the court only, but you still have to, you know, fight back in a sense to the media. And my whole thing is, Busby don't need to play that game. Busby need to bow out gracefully with that. Justin Furlow, what's going on? He need to bow out gracefully with that. For the simple fact that if Jay-Z's going to play these type of games with you, he's going to win. He's going to win as far as trying to play the humiliation game, because that's what he views this as, a humiliation game. And if you're going to try to humiliate him, he's going to try to humiliate you back. So don't try to play the jokester game with Jay-Z in the media if he actually has the money and power to control that. He's going to dinner with these people. He's going to dinner with the people that are at NBC. As you hear, oh, I heard from the team of Roc Nation. The lady had a direct contact with Roc Nation that even interviewed her. They set that shit up. I'm not blind to that. They set that shit up, okay? That's one thing. Then you have, he's jumping for joy because he's putting a whole press release on you being accused of giving someone some fucking herpes. Are you kidding me right now? Like, don't play the jokester game with Jay-Z. It's not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. You have Mike Pence, who owns, once again, the media. Then you have the lady that was at NBC, the lady that did the interview. She's actually very close in contact with the Kardashians. You don't play with these people. You don't play with these people. You are literally trying to defame all of Hollywood with this shit. You have to tread lightly in these waters. There are sharks. You swimming out that bitch with a life raft. There are sharks. Chill. Exactly. It's universal. It's UMG. It's all of that shit is connected. Everybody's connected still, Busby, but you are not connected. You are not as connected as the people that you are accusing in these lawsuits. Keep that in mind. You are not as connected as them. They can play cards you cannot play. They have access to cards you do not have access to. That's just my hops on that. That's just my hops on that. Because Jay-Z trying to play dirty. He's trying to play. I saw Academics earlier this morning. I woke up to Academics doing a whole I apologize to Roc Nation video. I'm like, are you fucking serious? I apologize to Roc Nation. I love Drake, but you on your own. Tory Lanez, I know you doing 10 years, but you on your own. I heard that whole announcement. I'm like, what am I listening to? But it's Academics. He's got to entertain. Shout out to Academics. He got to entertain. I get that. Ain't no hard feelings with that. I ain't here to fucking apologize, damn it. I'm gonna say that now. I ain't here to apologize for none of this shit. Because all I do is present what is already out there and react to and talk about what's already out there. I don't give any allegations. I don't put anything on anybody that isn't already out there. And I say, hey, you draw your own conclusions. That's all I do. It say draw your own conclusions from this. Same thing with the actual allegation. You draw your own conclusions after doing your own due diligences and research with it. But don't just draw your conclusion that, he didn't do it. Or even draw your conclusion that she's right. Don't just draw your conclusion at that. Always draw your conclusion at your own shit after you do your research on shit. That's how I believe that. But we can move along from that. I needed to just get that off my chest. But since we are on the motherfucking topic, since we on the goddamn topic, y'all, why not? So, if you don't remember, or should I say if you haven't heard lately, Miss Cappie Pondexter, former WNBA star, has resurfaced a clip of hers from 2021 during the pandemic where nobody was really paying attention to shit, really, has now resurfaced. Right? So, funny thing is, LeBron James says he wants to take action. It says LeBron James. Matter of fact, I'm just going to pull that article up. I'm not even going to do that. Hold on. I ain't going to do that. I'm going to just do that. Let me just do that. Let's look at this real quick. He took an 8-day absence. Right? This is Sports Illustrated right here. LeBron James' honest statement on absence after Lakers-Grizzly game. So, after mysteriously missing 2 straight games due to personal reasons, the LA Lakers superstar LeBron James returned on Sunday night in a win against the Memphis Grizzlies, surprisingly. James missed games against Portland Trail Blazers and the Minnesota Timberwolves before facing off against the Grizzlies. Supposedly, he missed the whole 8 days, so no practice, no nothing. No letting nobody know nothing. But this is around the same time. Peep game, this is around the same time that Jay is in the news for these allegations. And Diddy is in jail. So now all of a sudden you taking all this time off? You just suddenly taking time off? No. You trying to do damage control for a press run that you trying to run from, my brother. But as I do everybody, I'm going to learn you.
Good, my nigga.
What up, gang? Back.
I'm going to learn you.
Was named one of the top 15 players in the WNBA. 2-time WNBA championship. 7-time All-Star. 3-time All-WNBA first team. She became the 12th player in WNBA history with 5,000 career points, second fastest ever to reach the mark. Ranked 4th in the WNBA history for scoring an average of 19.2 in most 30-point games. First in Liberty franchise history with 19.2 scoring average in the second and totaling with the 2,522 points. Made 6 career playoff appearances, named WNBA Rookie Team, All-Rookie Team 2006, and selected by the Phoenix Mercury in the first round, second overall of 2006 WNBA draft, right? Now listen, she got arrested in 2020. She didn't get a police her name, so they didn't know who she was. She didn't have a record, so they labeled her as John Doe. Once they released her, she went missing for a while. I don't know exactly how long it was she went missing, but she went missing. Now, today, she's going viral. She accused LeBron James of stealing all her money out of her bank account and human trafficking.
I ain't confused. I ain't on that shit. That nigga tried to kill me for real. I just got out of that shit. I've been missing for almost like 2 years. I ain't even know where the fuck I was at. I do not with LeBron James. That nigga's a trafficker, my nigga. That nigga is a trafficker. He is a fucking trafficker. He trafficked women in real time. That nigga stole all my money out of my bank account.
She said she was.
Now, again, I am never here to put allegations on anybody. I am only here to inform those who are not informed about what is going on. Now, shout out to who sent me this clip originally, because there's a couple people that actually had sent me this, and I just never got around to actually talking about it. Then I noticed there wasn't a whole lot of people actually putting this about. So I said, oh, okay. I understand why. Because LeBron James decided to take 8 days off and do some media damage control in case this story got big. I understand why you took some time off, sir. You took some time off because you are in family videos with people.
The kids are on, man. Come here. Bro, real quick, bro.
You in whole Diddy dance-offs. You in whole Diddy family dance-offs. That's why you took some time off for the damage control, sir. You in whole Diddy dance-offs and IG lives and whatnot. Look at this here. With the top cat hat. And Diddy dancing the Total. I don't even want to get into Total and what he did with Total and their publishing. And you got the nerve to be one two-step into it. Negro, please.
These niggas is too cool.
But you in whole Diddy dance-offs. With you and your son.
Doing your thing on the court.
With him and his sons.
But just you've been a leader in the community. Congratulations on everything you're doing with the schools. I got a couple of schools myself, so we in the fight together for the education, saving our communities. And I just want you to say something to the healthcare workers, because man, they're gonna be so excited to hear from the king. What's up?
Nah, absolutely, man. Shout out to all the healthcare workers, not only in Los Angeles, but in your hometown of New York, but all over the world. The commitment, the hours, the pressure that they're dealing with right now is unprecedented. And to know that they're coming through and making sure that everyone is as healthy as can be right now is something that needs to be acknowledged. And what you're doing right now and giving everybody a life, man, this is an unbelievable thing, man. Like everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. So
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Hey,
yo, check this out. The family's there. My family's. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Now and giving everybody a life, man, this is an unbelievable thing, man. Like everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. So
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Need to be acknowledged, and what you're doing right now and giving everybody a life, man, this is an unbelievable thing, man. Like everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. So
yeah.
Oh really? Oh really? Ain't no party like a Diddy party. You would know that, huh, LeBron? Huh? You would know there ain't no party like a Diddy party, huh? And then I'm hearing what Miss Pondexter has to say. I wonder now, what happened at them Diddy parties with you? Because now I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to really wonder what happened at that last Diddy party that Diddy threw. I'm starting to really wonder what y'all been doing at them last Diddy parties. We ain't got to talk about the Michael Rubin ones, but I want to know what's been going on with the Diddy ones. I already know going the Rubin one. I want to know going the Diddy ones, the recent Diddy ones that LeBron James been at. I want to know what going on behind them closed doors. I want to know what LeBron James doing at the Diddy party. Now that I'm hearing that, a Cappy Pondexter is talking about she got, she's alleging that you trafficked her back in, that would be what, if we're talking about 2021, she just got back from 2 years, that would have been 2019, right? She ain't but 5 years older than me. Cappy ain't but 5 years older than me. See what I'm saying? I see this shit. Now, see, the funny thing is, she's a lot older than LeBron. Actually, is she older than LeBron or LeBron older than her? Let me see, how old LeBron right now? How old is LeBron right now? No, he's 39 right now. Okay, yeah, so she got 2 years on him. She actually got 2 years on him, which is kind of odd. Which is kind of odd, because usually it's the other way around with the people getting trafficked. They're usually younger. So I'm kind of suspicious in that one. I am suspicious in that one. But like I said, the allegation is out there. The allegation is out there. Chachi Wasachi, what's going on? Rick Rubin said Jay-Z gave him the idea to start the white parties. Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin said that Jay-Z gave him the idea to start the white parties. Ironically, Jay-Z is the one that said that, huh? Can we see that? I want to see. So they don't exactly have any anything on that. Stories coming out of the Michael Rubin party, Fanatics. Now, of course, like I said, I definitely do believe that, because those two are in business. Those two are in heavy business right now. Jay-Z. In very heavy business. They were at their brand new casino, sports booking that they opened together, and actually cut the ribbon.
Three, 2, 1, Fanatics! Let's go!
As you can see, Michael Rubin there with Jay-Z. So I already see that they are in, this is why I said, you got to understand, Jay-Z is a 33rd degree Mason. I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep reiterating that part. Keep reiterating that part because the elites are heavily protecting him. If you haven't paid attention to that part, the elites are heavily protecting him. That's why he's not in the Diddy scenario just yet. Jay-Z hasn't necessarily pissed off anybody with the elites to be going through what Diddy is going through. However, that does not mean, as I keep saying this and reiterating this, it does not mean that they don't want him out of power. Because once people do figure out that he was allegedly behind the unaliving of certain people, Clarence Avon or Aaliyah, again, allegedly, if they were to know that he was behind certain people unaliving, the tides would definitely turn. Biggie Smalls even. I do too. I think they are getting rid of all of the boule, one by one. And I think they know how to get rid of the boule by getting rid of the heads of the boule, if you get my drift. They've already knocked off one head. You think they're not going to knock off the rest of the dragon? I'm just saying. It was a 3-headed dragon with Clarence Avon, Diddy, and Jay-Z. 2 of those heads are gone. You think they ain't going to knock off the rest of it? I rest my case. See, people got it fucked up and thought the 3 powers of hip-hop were just 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and Diddy. No. No. It's Clarence Avon. That's why Clarence Avon's last event that he attended was a brunch. Or should I say a Rock Nation brunch. And there is the godfather of music with Jay-Z and Diddy. Now, when I first saw this picture right here, I said, celebrities pay tribute to Clarence Avon, godfather of black entertainment, right? When I first saw this picture, I saw one man looking very proud in the picture, Jay-Z. Then I saw the other man on the to Clarence's, to the right here, right? You see Jay-Z on the left, Clarence on the right. Diddy on the right. Have y'all ever noticed how Diddy takes pictures? Have y'all ever noticed that, when he takes his shades off, he, how he hides behind his glasses in certain pictures, right? How confident he looks in one picture. But look how uncertain he looks in this picture. Notice Diddy is not good at staring into the barrels of pictures. Especially since, like I said, this in particular picture was the last picture taken with them. It would not be this one, which would be the 2019 one. It would be the 2020. Now, again, I can't break down on the pod here the Clarence Avon story, but we will be getting into that moving forward. Because at the end of the day, again, if we're talking about in mafia terms, I'll just say this before we close it, right, on Jay-Z. If we're talking about in mafia terms, right, it's only when the hit was not authorized, that things are questioned. Is it not? If we're talking about in mafia movie terms, or just in mafia general, it is always a problem if someone is offed and the hit was not authorized. That is very telling. Diddy was wearing red in all the pics at the party Aaliyah was at before she died. That's interesting right there. Yeah, always someone wearing red in one of the pictures, huh? That is interesting there. Literally, in all these pictures, there's someone wearing red. Almost. That is interesting right there. But anywho. Okay, so I guess we can move along to the other reason why we are here. So like I said, I did not want to just leave y'all hanging. I notice there's not a lot of people up in here tonight because I got on mega late. And it wasn't very much stuff to get into, but all right, so where are we at? Okay, so do you guys remember where we left off with talking about Bluebeam in a sense? So I want to just some examples. Now, who remembers this particular ad that was outside of the gaming awards here? You know what? I'm not doing this any justice by doing it this way. I ain't never doing it justice by doing it that way. Just a small example, right, of what I'm talking about, right? When I say they are preparing those drones to do some heavy damage to our minds. The fact that we are seeing these drones sporadically into the atmosphere internationally should tell you all that Project Bluebeam is being set up right in front of your faces. Literally. Project Bluebeam is being set up right in front of your faces. In so many ways, they have been telling you this. Yo, what the fuck? Look at that. Scared someone shitless. Scared someone shitless. And this was someone just driving by. Someone just driving by a regular apparition portal. Like, they are fucking with people's brains, literally. I can't play that music. I don't know why that's so loud. But again, this is just 3D board. This is just a 3D digital board here. Augmented reality has gotten so advanced, and none of us have paid attention to it. Literally, none of us have paid attention to it. Oh, this was what I was looking at earlier too. a mechanical bull in Spain with Spanish women. You can only imagine. Yes, this is on YouTube, okay? This is just on YouTube. But this was alive. I don't know why they would do. Well, I know why they did it. This is late night, so of course, a good idea to do it. But anyway, that was originally with my form of entertainment tonight. But anyway, again, back to what I was talking about. So let's pull up Bluebeam's manuscript real quick. Oh, look at this. A whole News Nation article that says, what is the Project Bluebeam drone conspiracy theory? Drone sightings have been consistent in New Jersey. Why? Now, what? I didn't even know that they ran this article recently. What is the Project Bluebeam drone conspiracy theory? This is newsnation.com, y'all. Drone sightings have been consistent across New Jersey. It has spread beyond the Northeast to Ohio and San Diego. State and local officials are calling for greater transparency.
Remains scarce, even as some officials now say they have seen the drones firsthand. News Nation's Rich McHugh joins us live from New York this morning with more. Rich, you've been talking to a lot of different people, a lot of different sources about these drones. Where have they been seen? What are officials saying this morning? We need the latest.
Good morning, Marky. So this is just such a baffling story. We're a month into this whole intrigue, and the number of these drone sightings is increasing. Military installations are now reporting them. Airports are now reporting them, and so few answers from actual federal officials. Ohio's Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, they closed their airspace due to drones. Stewart Airport in New York shut down their runway for an entire hour due to drone activity. The Department of Defense has confirmed sightings at Picatinny Arsenal and Naval Weapons Stations Earl in New Jersey, but defense officials say they have no intel that indicates these drones are malicious or for a foreign actor. But at the same time, they say they don't know where they're from. Now, I spoke with a sheriff of Ocean County, New Jersey. His team is sending up their drones to investigate. He says he got a call from an officer who called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean, which ended up getting the Coast Guard involved. Take a look.
50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer.
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted state police, we contacted the FBI, we contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat and they reported seeing 13 following their boat. And then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
Now, when we were reporting in Red Bank, New Jersey, we received numerous tips, video tips from residents like this, who say they kept seeing flying objects like the one you see here, like right overhead Red Bank, New Jersey. We filmed a few miles away, several spots not far from Naval Weapons Station Earl, and we're quite sure we were seeing the same unusual stuff that people had been reporting. Low flying, appear to hover above residential areas. Over the past few days, I've looked at flight radar during those hours in proximity to where we were. It did not show planes overhead. There were planes nearby, miles away, though. I also spoke with multiple drone and aviation experts and asked them to look at our footage in the spirit of transparency. A CEO of a drone company told me he believes they're planes, what we were seeing. But I spoke with an aviation expert, a pilot of 43 years, both military and commercial. He said the exact opposite, that he sees drones. So bottom line, Marky, we don't know. We simply don't know. And it's what makes this story so difficult to report and why we need answers from our federal government. And we're not getting them.
And if there are dozens or hundreds of them.
And see what's so funny about this? What is so hilarious to me, right? When they first came out, it was drones. I was like, so you just going to let these things go unregulated? That's not smart, right? But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. It's the fact that the American people literally have no type of, how can I say this right? A lot of the general masses don't want to actually say, let me look up what this could possibly be. But now I see that they're actually running an article that's literally saying, what is the Project Bluebeam drone theory on News Nation? Dog. Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory dating back to the 1990s, but some believe the current drone sightings are a sign of it coming to fruition. What is Project Bluebeam? I'm glad that they actually are running that too. Canadian journalist Serge Menas is credited with coming up with the theory of Project Bluebeam. Of course, we're going to discuss more of Project Bluebeam this evening. So I'm glad that News Nation is running an entire article. See, this is the type of thing that I need right here. This type of thing that I need right here. This type of firepower that you need right here. 50 drone sightings prompt New Jersey sheriff to action. So here's the thing, right? And I had sent myself something earlier that I'm going to be looking at, but I want to pull up Project Bluebeam, the documentary, one more time for those that have not seen it in the chat before. I would like to pull that up and take a look at that real quick, because we're going to be looking at some key things that are inside that documentary. Where's my part one at?
Canadian government official is warning we may be on the verge of intergalactic war, saying, quote, the Bush administration has finally agreed to let the military build a forward base on the moon, which will put them in a better position to keep track of the comings and goings of visitors from space and to shoot at them if they so decide.
I was introduced to the late Dr. Wernher von Braun in the U.S., the father of rocketry. In my first meeting with him during that first 3.5 hours, he said to me, Carol, you will stop the weaponization of space because...
Now, here's the thing, right? I done showed y'all this video, like 4 or 5 times now, right? But the more I show it to y'all, the more the shit makes sense, don't it? I had to let that be a pregnant pause real quick. The more I show this to y'all, the more that the shit they're saying in the news and the drones that y'all seeing right now, the more this shit starting to make sense now, don't it?
There is a lie being told to everyone that the weaponization of space is now first being based upon the evil empire, the Russians. There are many enemies, he said, against whom we're going to build the space-based weapon systems, the first of whom was the Russians, which was existing at that time. Then there would be terrorists. Then there would be third world countries. Now we call them rogue nations or nations of concern. Then there would be asteroids. And then he would repeat to me over and over, and the last card, the last card, the last card would be the extraterrestrial threat.
Pardon me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but doesn't this make sense? I mean, if in fact there are extraterrestrials and they're buzzing our planet, why wouldn't we want to take steps to defend ourselves from them?
The rapture is one of the most controversial topics in all of theology. Some Christians believe in it, all atheists mock it, and the New World Order may very well attempt to fake it. What would discourage Christians more than seeing New Agers, Buddhists, cult leaders, and corrupt con artist Christians raptured, while the Bible-believing faithful are, in essence, left behind? Why wouldn't the New World Order attempt to unite all the world's religions behind one deity by including them all in such an apocalyptic event? Surprisingly, the U.S. government actually admits to thinking about the use of this technology, though it denies it's followed through with such implementation. In an article entitled Bees on the Battlefield and Other U.S. Military Experiments, published by the British news agency The Guardian on June 18, 2007, it discusses strange government projects, and I quote, "Then there's the prophet hologram, the projection of the image of an ancient god over an enemy capital, whose public communications have been seized and used against it in a massive psychological operation." An Israeli cybernetics expert named Yitzhak Hayutman has even gone as far as to lobby the Arab world to allow him to project a holographic temple above the Dome of the Rock in an effort to summon whichever savior should take notice of it and actually show up. But does it even matter? Does this technology even exist? Or is it just crazy conspiracy theory? Let's take a look at the Army Research Lab, Adelphi, Maryland's progress report from November 96 through August 97. The session number ADA 3338490. The topic?
Okay. So, let's look that up. ADA 338-490, right? Let's take a look at that. Okay. Oh, gotcha. So, as you can see here, Defense Technical Information Center, 3D holographic display using strontium, barium, niobate. This is the actual website. And we see that symbol here, don't we? I'll just open up a new tab to see where it's at. The Defense Technical Information Center. 3D holographic display using strontium barium niobate. In an innovative technique for generating a three-dimensional holographic display using strontium barium niobate, SBN is discussed. The resultant image is a hologram that can be viewed in real time over a wide perspective or field of view. The holographic image is a free-form system, induced operations, and has a uniform, high quality over the entire field of view. The enhanced image quality results from using a phase conjugate red using a phase conjugate red beam generated from a second. What's this say? Oh, this is a huge one right here. Make sure I say this right. Photorefractive. Okay. So, using a phase conjugate red beam generated from a second photorefractive? Okay, photorefractive crystal. From a second photorefractive crystal. Okay. I need to know what that is, though. I want to know what that is. So the refractive effect is a non-linear optical effect seen in certain crystals and other materials that respond to light by altering their refractive index. So pretty much, okay, so I get what they're saying now. So, all right, so using a phase conjugate red beam generated from a second photorefractive crystal acting as a double pumped phase conjugate mirror. Okay, so what it's going to do is, what they're trying to say what that is, right? You know how a crystal has its different prisms and each one has its own little like reflective light in a sense, or should I say own little side of reflective light? That's pretty much what they're saying, how it's going to project all over the world as far as the field of view for everyone to see. It's going to be a photorefractive light, photorefractive crystal that is reflecting off of, using the satellites, of course, and the strontium barium niobate from the actual chemtrails. So the drones are pretty much how they've come into play, is not only from helping the additional coinciding hand in hand, making this big giant LED screen in the sense for us to actually, you know, be manipulated in the sky with the augmented reality. So that's pretty much what they're saying with this definition. It's a full breakdown of how they're actually going to project this in the sky. So you can't say, oh, how are they actually doing this? This is a full breakdown definition of how they're going to be actually doing it. So acting as a double pump phase conjugate. So Fury B, this pretty much will make sense, a lot more sense to you, of course, being that you are in the gaming design world. You know exactly what we're talking about as far as some of these things here. So multiple three-dimensional images have been stored in the crystal via wavelength multiplexing. See what it says right here? Multiple three-dimensional images have been stored in the crystal already. So they can pretty much make that bitch look like anything they want to. Similar how they have... I'll give you a perfect example of how the photoretractive crystals look. So, Vegas Spear. So you see how it looks without the projecting around it? That's the shell inside of it, right? That's pretty much what Project Bluebeam is. It's a bunch of photoretractive crystals around this one thing right here. That's why so many people can see it from so far away. But that's why it's also able to do the augmented reality tricks with people's mind that it also does as well. Okay, so. All right. So again, now we have a full breakdown and we have full proof that this is from, again, the Defense Technical Information Center. Okay? They have the knowledge. They have the knowledge, y'all. They have the technology and the knowledge. I'm only here to present more of it.
3D holographic display using strontium barium niobate. It's abstract states, an innovative technique for generating a three-dimensional holographic display using strontium barium niobate is discussed. The resultant image is a hologram that can be viewed in real time over a wide perspective or field of view. The holographic image is free from system-induced aberrations and has a uniform high quality over the entire field of view. Interesting. Well, we've seen the chemtrails, and there's a lot of speculation about what they're being used for. Weather control and mind control are at the top of the list. But as you'll see in a second, chemtrails have been directly linked to barium, which is one of the main components of the Army's 3D holography display.
Could a strange substance found by a Southwest Arkansas man be part of a government test? Well, that's the question at the heart of a phenomenon called chemtrails, now getting widespread attention. Well, tonight, KSLA News 12 investigation reporter Jeff Farrell shows us the results of testing we had done about what's in our skies.
It seemed like some mornings it was just crisscrossing the whole sky. It was just like a giant checkerboard.
Bill Nichols snapped several photos of the strange clouds from his home in Stamps, Arkansas. They begin as normal contrails from a jet engine, but do not fade away like a normal contrail. Soon after, he saw particles in the air.
You know, because we'd see it drop to the ground in a haze.
Nichols then noticed the material collecting on the ground.
This is water and stuff that I collected in bowls. I had it set out in my backyard on my dad's pickup truck.
KSLA News 12 had the sample tested at a lab. The results? A high level of barium, 6.8 parts per million, more than 3 times the toxic level set by the EPA.
According to Section 5.6 of a military research paper entitled An Operational Analysis for Air Force 2025, an application of value-focused thinking to future air and space capabilities, military brainstorming as of May 1996 was researching, constructing, yet again, another holographic projection system. This time they were looking to implement an airborne holographic projector that would display a three-dimensional visual image in a desired location removed from the display generator. The projector can be used for psychological operations and strategic perception management. It is also useful for optical deception. The picture you see here speaks for itself. This isn't depicted as a ground-based weapon, but rather one that would project a deceptive image hologram in the air. Could the chemtrails play a role in this? I'm no scientist, so I can't tell you absolutely yes or even maybe. But the chemical connection, barium, along with the military's own documents, lead me to think in that direction. But if they've got some kind of crazy projection system, that in and of itself isn't going to convince anyone of anything. Unless, of course, God is a mute and he's going to come in complete silence. Let's face it, even the most action-packed movies are boring without some kind of a stunning soundtrack. Well, just in time for it to be exploited in the very same way, the technology now exists to beam sound right into your head. Strategy.com reports in an article entitled Death Ray Replaced by the Voice of God that the U.S. Navy is using non-lethal systems called LRAD, or Long Range Acoustic Device. This is being used right now in the Persian Gulf. Many small fishing and cargo boats ply these waters, and it's often hard to get the attention of the crews. With LRAD, you just aim it at a member of the crew and have an interpreter speak to the sailor. It was noted that the guy on the receiving end was sometimes terrified, even as he realized it was a large American destroyer that was talking to him. This apparently gave the Army guys some ideas, for there are now rumors in Iraq of a devilish American weapon that makes people believe they are hearing voices in their heads. And then there's the A&E television series called Paranormal State, which used a clever combination of a large billboard and cutting-edge technology to beam frightening ads directly into people who were walking near the show's billboard in the heart of New York City. The advertising website MediaBuyerPlanner.com writes in an article entitled Billboard Whispers into Pedestrians' Ears for A&E's Paranormal State that an ad for A&E's ghost-themed series Paranormal State uses technology to transmit an audio spotlight from the rooftop speakers in New York's Soho directly into the ears of passers-by. Here's a sample showcasing how this concentrated sonic beam works.
I had no idea my old ad.
It's not your imagination. Who's there? Who's there?
There are literally dozens of patents dealing with ways of beaming sonic transmissions directly into people's minds.
Okay, so real quick, also, New Eyes, what's going on? What's going on? So, not gonna lie, if I were the military, I'd be pumping TV off through those weapons at the ops 24/7 on loop. That's funny as hell. So, real quick, also wanted to say, or should I say, show that another person that has been letting everyone know about these drones. Remember when I told you guys about what Dick Gregory said about the red tie, blue tie? Notice how you've been seeing nothing but what? Blue tie Donald Trump. And blue tie Donald Trump pretty much doesn't give a fuck. He's just been letting you know exactly what's been going on.
Drones that are flying around. Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening.
American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening.
American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went.
People have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense.
Notice how he said that. Now, also, I want to point out, once again, red tie, blue tie, right? Blue tie don't give a fuck. Red tie is I'm the president and I'm going to get this done and nothing and with the wall and the immigrants and taking the... Blue tie Trump is, yo, all right, what y'all want? Yeah, the government knows exactly what the fuck going on with the drones. The military knows what's going on with the drones. Look, the shits can go park in the garage if they want to. They know how to fly the shits, whatever have you. Look, if they wanted to tell you what the fuck was going on, they would. Our president, notice how he even said our president. Nigga, you about to be the president in 20 days. What are you doing? Like, this isn't even the same Trump. This ain't even the same fucking Trump that was just talking all that shit. Look at it. It's two Trumps. But besides that, notice how he is literally telling you, look, the government know what the fuck the drones are. The military know what the drones are. I don't know why they won't tell you. Shit, I know what they are. They just need to tell y'all.
I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast.
Thank you. Fucking thank you. It's not Ukraine. It's not the fucking Russians. It ain't China. It ain't nobody. It's us. The fucking drones are us.
Blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster.
Will you shoot them down?
They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster.
I've
decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
Notice how he said that. That was all I needed to hear. Have you received a briefing on the drones? I don't want to comment on that. That was all I needed to hear. That's it. That's all you needed to hear. Trump telling you himself. Trump is telling you himself. Yo, the government knows what the drones are. The military knows what the drones are. I don't know why they won't tell you. I wish they would just tell y'all already. Have you been briefed on it? Yeah, I don't want to talk about that shit. Yes, I got briefed on it. I don't want to talk about it, though. Dog, they literally letting y'all know what's about to happen. That's another thing. Thank you, Fury Fierce, for bringing that up. Didn't he have another attempt on his life the other week? That's another reason why you see him up there looking all nonchalant and worried, and with the our president shit. They've been trying to kill this nigga for the past 3 months. The first time they fucked up publicly, it had to do a huge damage control at the hands of the head of security. And said, bitch, how did you get hired? Who hired you? Like, and then they tried to shoot this nigga at his golf course. Like, they've been trying to kill this nigga for months. Trump is literally 50 Cent of the presidency. They have been trying to erase this nigga for a while and can't. The first time they fucked up in the stock market, they went up by accident. And they said, oh shit, we didn't mean to show y'all that. The nigga Trump stock went up. Because he got shot. Or shot at. Yes, about 3 or 4 different times now they done tried to kill this nigga in the past 3 months. And failed miserably every single time. That nigga said, I heard shots. And left that golf course immediately. He left that golf course immediately. He said, oh, I heard gunshots. Why are you hearing gunshots at your big ass golf course at your house? Who gonna bust Luigi out? Ain't nobody busting Luigi out. Mario better get Luigi ass out. That's who. Luigi is his goose is cooked. His goose is cooked. You were the fall guy for this whole bullshit. You just gonna stay there. Anyway, the government don't want to tell y'all what the drones are for the simple fact that they are getting ready to get Project Bluebeam ready for everyone to see. Project Bluebeam is going to terrify people. I'm telling y'all right now. That's why I keep drilling this Project Bluebeam shit into y'all head, because I don't want y'all to be that surprised. There's going to be some people that's literally going to fucking drop dead from this shit. I just want y'all to understand and be prepared for that. There's people that's going to drop dead from this. You want to talk about epilepsy and seizures and all that other shit? There's people that's going to be unalived from the sight of Project Bluebeam. The fact that they are literally giving y'all the hint of the alien invasion should be enough to tell you, let me do a little bit of research on what Bluebeam is, number one. 2, augmented reality. That's why I drill the augmented reality thing into y'all head, because it's not enough people that know what the fuck augmented reality is. That's why I showed y'all that Osgard's Wrath 2 advertisement at the Game Awards, because that is them letting you know, yo, we have some high-powered shit. If we talking about drones going all over the globe and just a small amount, just a small amount of drones showed that Gaming Awards ad for you. Just a small amount of drones did that with holographic projections. And now that I've learned what this is now, the photoretractive crystals. Small amount of drones assisted with that particular show. But still, number one, here's the key factor I want y'all to remember about this too. Did you see the drones? No, right? That's because when this show get popping, them drones gonna disappear. It's gonna be the perfect spectacle and looking of the second coming, because you're gonna have the literal rapture of people ascending. And you're gonna look at it like people are falling and it's really a fucking drone. Or a holographic display of a person falling. But you are looking at apparitions of people going up and some falling. The second coming is what you're going to be, a fake mockery of the second coming is what you're going to be witnessing. And people need to take heed to what Project Bluebeam is. Number one, how it's going to start. 2, how it's going to develop. 3, the overall outcome. And 4, what you are going to do once it's all said and done. Okay, so. All right. Next thing I need to get into about the drones was my boy James, fellow James here, actually had this video here that I want y'all to look at.
So this has got to be one of the strangest things I have come across so far this year. I don't know where to begin. I was scrolling through YouTube and I was searching for different topics, and I came across this random video with a random number, random channel name, 300,000 views posted 2 months ago, and 8,000 comments. And
okay, so that was another thing, right? I wanted to look at that same exact video. Look at that same exact channel, right? Because I came across I came across that video, or should I say, I came across that channel quite a few times, right? And I was just paying it no mind. I literally was just paying it no mind. 31215. Okay. 15. I literally was paying this channel no mind, right? But this particular video came across my timeline, and I was like, this looks like a feed almost. It looks damn near like a radio feed. Not radio feed, but it looks like a satellite feed over the globe. And I was like, is this AI? I'm like, did somebody just make a bunch of distorted AI images? But then I started looking at them. I was like, yo, are these portals, my nigga? I'm not bullshitting. I ain't bullshitting. Hold on. We're gonna look at the actual channel right here, right? This shit looked like AI portals. Literally. Now this is some shit that I've only seen in like, you know, random like video game feeds and shit like that. I have never seen no shit like this, like in real time. Look at this. This is like an actual camera feed over this shit. This is the audio that's with it. Literally, it looks like someone taking an aerial view of traffic, but the view of it looks so distorted, and the audio of it, I'm saying to myself, yo, what the fuck? Like, is someone staring at me through a portal here? Or is someone staring at this shit through some type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put it like this, only certain people that have, you know, paid attention to how certain, even movies, sci-fi movies, you know how you be, how in a sci-fi movie you would see someone looking through a portal and it looks all watery and kind of kind of gloomy. At the same time, it would look real black and whitish or dark on the other end. You know what I mean? I'm trying to describe it the best way I can, but that's what I'm getting when I look at this. Like, someone is literally looking at the bottom through something and seeing this. That's literally what this I get from this. Like, someone is looking through a portal and seeing this shit. That ain't the only one this shit got. And see, when I see shit like this, I'm like, my nigga. Right. Thank you, Fury Fierce. That's what, in other words, I was trying to say. It looks like someone from another dimension. It looks like something from another dimension is trying to look through. Like they're trying to open some type of door. And even this type of video here, I'm like, this one was almost trying to form an actual image. If you could look at it. Like this one, you could tell this was like someone seeing some type of tree. Or they were looking at different images of places that they were at. But again, we're talking about 71,000 subscribers, 90,000 views just on this shit, 3,500 comments. And I'm saying to myself, yo, what are these shits? And then that caught me. I'm like, yo, it's at the point now. AI. Remember Fury B? Remember the Metal Gear Solid? Remember when we went over that shit about Metal Gear Solid in the game where they was talking about how AI literally was getting to a point where it had control of itself? Where AI was getting to a point where it could literally fuck with reality and cause some type of cause different type of Mandela effects and pretty much predict our, yes, a psyop, almost AI doing a psyop on us, in a sense. How pretty much, so we looked at, some of y'all remember, we looked at this video from way back when they were pretty much describing and it's too much to go over right now to go off topic, right? Metal Gear Solid had this particular part in the video game where the AI, Two Fly, what's going on? Where the AI was talking to you and literally telling you what their plans for the future would be for humans and how it was going to be fucking with reality when it got ready to actually want to do it. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about then, Two Fly. You remember back in the day, they had, I believe it was Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. And there was a part in the video game to where I think the character's name was Raven, was talking to, ironically Raven, was talking to the AI military guy. Now, in that particular game, yeah, always knew that game was ahead of its time. Yes, Metal Gear Solid was always been ahead of its time as far as that goes, and pretty much whistleblowing and letting you know about the different things that the military was hiding, different psyops and things like that. Raiden, that's his name, Raiden. So Raiden was talking to the military guy. Remember that? And the military guy, pretty much his eyes, the colonel. So pretty much the colonel had turned into a robot. We pretty much figured out that he was a robot, and he started talking as if he was, artificial intelligence itself. Like he was connected to the mainframe computer, and artificial intelligence was telling everybody, like, hey, we have our plans for the future. Exactly, turn the game off. Bruh, once that bitch said turn the game off, Raiden, nigga, I turned it off. I turned the game off. I walked upstairs. I said, you know what? Either it's too much game playing for me, or that game got it. You got it. You telling me turn the game off? What you mean turn the video game off? What? And see, it's shit like that. Again, AI has the ability now to fuck with our reality. AI literally has the ability to fuck with our minds and our reality and reshape it in ways that we didn't think it could. Give you a perfect example of the Mandela effect that AI has been doing right now. Perfect example of that right now, right? As we're seeing literal portals of this shit right here. That shit is crazy right there. But anyway, my family, keep that shit up. Keep that shit up. So, look at this. Do y'all remember the movie Shazam? Dog. Look what that say. Bro, what's going on? Look what this say right here. Now, I remember the movie Shazam. I remember Sinbad being in fucking Shazam. I remember the goddamn movie Shazam. What do you mean this movie did not exist? What are you talking about? What do you mean this didn't exist? The movie that never was. What do you mean? This is the VHS of it. What do you mean? There was literal clips of this movie. What do you mean Shazam didn't exist? This is the shit that they pulling on us right now, y'all. This is what AI is doing right now. AI is literally fucking with our reality. So all them little weird videos you keep seeing of like, oh, nostalgic of 1980s and it look like some backrooms type shit. W, what's going on? This is what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, let me go to let me see if my boy got. This is another video that I wanted to pull up real quick. Matter of fact. Real quick.
14 Mandela effects that make you doubt the past. Alexander Hamilton never...
Mandela effects that upset me the most. This timeline really did the Monopoly Man.
Okay, Gen Xers, I need you guys.
Here are some...
So apparently the TikTok community is split.
Here.
So apparently the TikTok community is split because a lot of them believe that the two astronauts that's been stuck in space for a while now.
Mandela effects that upset me the most.
Let me see.
So did you see the...
It's different ones that I want to see, but
Mandela effects most crazy. Tinker Bell.
Mandela effects that upset me the most. This timeline really did the Monopoly Man dirty because they took away his monocle. I'd give anything for a box of Cheez-Its, but since...
Just go to his video real quick. Because his had a better explanation. His had a much better collage, I should say. You see this one? Oh, actually no. I wanted to finish up.
My name is Cecilia. I'm a mom of 2 girls, a psychologist.
I wanted to finish up about this actually. There was some more in this show in this room, real quick. There was somebody in the show in this. Because they actually broke down the coordinates of this. So
All of us. So he asks if there's anyone that's a fellow experiencer. And he says here, all of us. Heart emoji. I can relate. Yeah, same. Most of the comments are the same. And the video was posted about 2 months ago. That was on September 30th, 2024. A few months after the supposed object, mysterious orb, in the Manchester airport. That's when it all started, supposedly. And then there's this...
Okay, so remember when we looked at the blue orb that was sitting in the Manchester airport and everybody was wondering what the fuck that was? Like it was a UFO of some sort and they couldn't figure out what the hell it was. So pretty much it actually, lo and behold, it actually related to that channel, that weird channel with the numbers.
One comment. Look at the amount of comments with hearts. And then there's this one comment that changes everything. The harvest is coming. See you all on the flip side. And then a heart emoji, a green heart emoji. What? Hello, Neo. I am Morpheus. Is this it?
6132152132135361556.
What the heck is going on here?
617.
63245.
So it's a bunch of random numbers, right? There has to be some sort of hidden meaning in this. So here's where things take a really strange turn. I found this guy on YouTube, and he supposedly cracked one of the messages. This video that we were just watching, this is the supposed message.
Every idea excels from my day, inspiring joy and light. I find freedom and motivation in love and unity. Opportunities abound for those who yearn for knowledge. Together we unlock joy, creativity, and the wisdom of our journeys. In every moment, we embrace passions, bends, and fulfillment, nurturing our dreams and ambitions. Life is a puzzle that I joyfully solve, believing in the strength of community and the pursuit of understanding.
What does that sound like to y'all? Or should I say, to my Metal Gear Solid people, what does that sound like to y'all, yo? That sound literally just like what the colonel was doing when the AI was just talking to us.
Let's cherish the unknown potential within ourselves and celebrate the energy that connects us all. Every idea excels.
So on one side, you have a very beautiful message about unity, love, and all that. But on the other side, you have this very creepy YouTube channel with cryptic videos, creepy thumbnails, and a very creepy vibe. And one thing that caught my attention was the word opportunity, and it kind of connects everything that's going on right now, and I'll get to that in just a few moments. But the thing about it is, I was researching for the symbolism behind some of the videos, the upside down triangle with the circle, and this is what I found. This symbol has a few meanings. One of them is, in ancient times, priests and seers used this symbol to ward off evil spirits. And then you got the name of the person who cracked the code, Demon Hunter, right? And then you got the comments on the first video, and this is, look at this. It's impressive. It's all about spiritual awakening or something like that. But then I found this guy over here. He starts decrypting the alphabet from the numbers with this particular video that we watched. So he got the alphabet, and he finds out that video number 1 means mission start, mission initiated. The video 2 means hello, video 3 evil, video 4 peace, video 5 so on and so on and so on. And then you got this video 12 phone call, a phone call to player 48328. So this is someone over here. So this is a player, probably the name of a player. Video was uploaded towards this player who decrypted the game. Now, again, this is a game, right? And then you got this guy over here on Reddit who decrypted everything and found out that one of the videos is traveling from A to B, delete C coordinates, this coordinate over here. It says take train, get briefcase, card number 3, C27, time is normal. We go there, it's Japan, it's this particular building.
But look how it looks so similar to the traffic that we were looking at. Look how similar it looks to that aerial view of the traffic that we were looking at also.
This is crazy. So it's not just a game. It could be an augmented reality game, or it could be the Cicada 3301 thing happening once again. But then this same guy decrypted another coordinate to space. He found out that this particular video that we just watched, this video is actually, the title of it is a coordinate to space. And this is once again.
What did I say? It's a satellite view, right? It's definitely a satellite view, but it's definitely someone's direct view into something from somewhere. This is literally someone's view in the camera. Thank you for that Cash App. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Lord knows that goes a long way. I greatly appreciate that. But these are literally satellite feeds. Someone has a direct connection to the feeds.
Again, where things take a really strange turn. So these are the coordinates for a constellation system called Camelopardalis, the giraffe. Wait a minute. On October 2022, there was a meteor shower coming from this constellation, and astronomers had no idea where they came from. This is what it says. The October Camelopardalis are somewhat of a mystery. Astronomers aren't quite sure what their origin is. The meteors have an orbit, yet there is no known comet that has been identified as having spawned these meteors. What's going on here? So this is really weird. And then we got this video over here.
Every idea excels from my day, inspiring joy and light. I find freedom and motivation in love and unity. Opportunities abound for those who yearn for knowledge.
Remember what he's talking about.
Opportunities abound for those who yearn for knowledge.
And then I found this out. It's called Window of Opportunity. And there's this logo over here and 326 pages, I guess. It's something that was written by this user Hidden Hand, and it says, I am a generational member of a ruling bloodline family. Every so often, as per directives, a brief window of opportunity opens, whereby a select handful of our family are required to make communications with our...
Bruh. I am a generational member of a ruling bloodline family. Every so often, as per the directives of the law of our Creator, a brief window of opportunity opens, whereby a select handful of our family are required to make communication with our subjects and offer you the chance to ask us any question you would like answered. I am double bound in this duty. It is required of me by the law of our Creator to offer this opportunity to you at this time, though I am also bound by the law of planetary free will and by family oaths that there is only so much there is only so much I am able to say. Okay.
subjects, us. So this guy goes on to explain that he's not human and that he's from a ruling bloodline family and that he has to answer any question that anyone makes him. 326 pages. This thread started on October 2008, the same month of the Camilo Pardalit's meteor shower, and he predicts that in 2009 there will be a new currency along with a new union of nations. That was Bitcoin. So he basically predicted Bitcoin, and a lot of people freaked out over that. He also states of an upcoming harvest. He also states how all of this started in 2012, which is kind of weird taking into consideration that the YouTube channel also started uploading in 2012, and how the Cicada 3301 also began in 2012. And then he talks about very beautiful things like free will, love, and light, which reminds me a little bit of the video that was decrypted. The message that we hear is somewhat beautiful of love and unity. The comments of the people in these videos are very beautiful of love and unity and awakening. He also talks about how this ruling bloodline can be tracked into Atlantis and how they're directing this game and playing it from behind the scenes. He also leaves a cryptic message about how aliens may only contact those who have a soul contract, whatever that means. He also talks about a great awakening and preparations for this great harvest. Now remember the comments from that video and the awakening?
Project Bluebeam, man. Can't say it no louder. Oh, the Anunnaki making content. Now, see, that's the thing. They're trying to figure out which star seed it is. That's really what it's coming down to, trying to figure out which star seed is actually making the actual contact. Because that's where the answer is going to lie as far as that goes. Because I saw Draco up there, and I'm like, okay, that's just underneath the actual coordinates of things, so it's not the Draconians. But somebody trying to figure out, are there other star seeds here that they can actually talk to and reach is what that was. That's legitimately what that was right there. There was a different video I was trying to find about the Mandela effect, but I might have to look at it a different time. I might have to look at that at a different time. Okay. All right, so next thing we can get into. Oh, and again, I need to also say a disclaimer, not disclaimer, but if you guys want to look at the, for those that missed the live that got banned, if you want to see the full live in its entirety, I have it on Patreon. I do have that on Patreon. So if you guys definitely want to check that out, The link is definitely on YouTube, and you guys can take a look at that as well. It's definitely in the community files and the community posts. I'll put the link in the description before we definitely get up out of here for sure, as well as hit me up on the Instagram, hit me up on the email. Let me know if you guys do have anything you want to say whatsoever, anything you want to look at, discuss. I try to answer literally everybody back, as much as I can whenever I can. So, all right. Who's the next thing I need to get into? Okay, so, all right. No. All right. Okay, so we got let's see, Chinese surveillance balloons. No. There's literally an article about them telling us that China said that not China said anything, but that we should prepare because China is setting up in our backyards. Pretty much, China sends largest naval fleet in decades to the region. That was December 9th of this month. This year, February. FBI warns Americans keep their text messages secure. Yes, I've seen this as well. Okay, so this is another thing I need to address. So I had seen this article as well, as I had seen a video on this breaking down on why we should. But here's a better explanation of it. So FBI warns Americans to keep their text messages secure and what to know. Now I know it's also this has something to do with the iOS that goes in on iPhones and the enhancement they have. So I'm wondering if it's just faulty with the Apple iPhones and not necessarily all the others. So it's not often that a piece of FBI advice triggers a Snoop's fact check. But the agency's urgent message this month to Americans, often summarized as stop texting, surprised many customers. The warning from the FBI and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency highlighted vulnerabilities in text messaging systems that millions of Americans use every day. The U.S. believes hackers affiliated with China's government, dubbed Salt Typhoon, are waging a broad and significant cyber espionage campaign to infiltrate commercial telecoms and steal users' data. And in isolated cases to record phone calls, a senior FBI official who spoke to reporters on condition of anonymity said during a December 3rd briefing call, the CISA released a list of best security practices for smartphone users on Thursday with specific tips for iPhone and Android owners. The agency's guidance may have surprised consumers, but not security experts. So why would the FBI just all of a sudden just tell people, yo, just stop texting real quick? This is when they're also doing predictive programming. Well, not predictive programming, but yeah, you could almost say predictive programming for who they're going to start blaming things on. They couldn't get the lie off that the drones were China's, right? So they're going with the next best thing, of course. And, it's just been that far in advance. It's just always been that far in advance. Let me see. China on... Okay. Oh. That was what I meant to do. Okay. So I'm trying to find that article about China letting us know that we could get it pretty much. And I wouldn't want to go with water war with China, to be honest with you. I would never want to go water war with China. That's just not how we should roll. You see, China. Senior Defense Official briefs 2024 China military. The U.S. Army prepares for the war with China. Oh boy, see, they're already preparing for the war with them. Okay. Okay, so can't really find that. Oh, there it goes. Too bad it's with the New York Times, but tell you that's what I was looking for. The U.S. Army prepares for war with China. That's literally what I was looking for. China is ready for war. That was back in October, but like I said, literally there's been resurfaced articles about China. Be ready for China. Be ready for China. We need to be ready for them. We need to be ready for everybody, including Iran. That's the main people we need to be. You know, if we're directing energy, anyone needs to be at them. Because at the end of the day, I should say not them. At the end of the day, it needs to be, you know, the entire UN and WHO that gets caught. It's not looking good for, you know, them trying to stay quiet much longer. I think that's the other thing that doesn't get said. It's getting too loud for everybody to be quiet about things, if you will. The technology is called RCS in the World Mobile Congress. They've been trying to get Apple to use it for a decade now, yes, and they won't budge. Nobody wants to budge on anything, you know, at all. Not with these allegations just flying around everywhere on anybody. It's like tag you're it, tag you're it, tag you're it. As much as you done dodged through and got to the goal line and end, there is someone that is going to say tag you are it. Ask Tony Busby that one. Like it's getting to that point, man. And not to get too far off topic, of course, we are not ready for China military. We just aren't. Because I showed y'all that they have the cloaking device now that they can just throw over. Did I show y'all the cloaking shit? Hold on. I think I did, but I'm not sure. I think I did show y'all this.
This was me struggling.
Let me see. I think I did show y'all this one though. So kind of just wanted to see, you know.
Surrounding light reflected by their body across the entire rely on covering the object with a special prototypes for creating invisible materials. However, as reported by Euric Alert, a group of researchers from the University of Extremadura, Spain, has recently been able to demonstrate a technology for electromagnetic object masking based on the refractive properties of certain substances. Currently, the main existing technologies for creating invisibility rely on covering the object with a special substance. Spanish scientists, on the other hand, propose initially adding special additives to the details and materials of the required structures. The researchers use the latest technology called plasma cloaking, which makes not only the covering material but also the object itself invisible. The electromagnetic invisibility effect is achieved by filling the structures with special materials with high dielectric and magnetic properties. Thus, the new method allows achieving invisibility of an object without using any external interventions. Moreover, invisibility using fillers allows the object to interact with its environment without interference from external masking. At the moment, the technique is only applicable to small objects, but the authors of the study believe that it can be improved in the future to be used on larger structures. London-based company Invisibility Shield has unveiled a shield that will make you invisible. The installation, called Invisibility Shield 2.0, is made of transparent polycarbonate and thin lenses that scatter light reflected by the user and the surrounding background, creating an invisibility effect. If the product goes into mass production, it will be available for purchase at a price ranging from $68 to $883. According to the developers, it can be used, for example, for wildlife observation or in military applications. Invisibility Shield 2.0 is the successor to the original Invisibility Shield. It is reported that the second version is larger, lighter, stronger, more stable, and brighter than its predecessor. Additionally, it is easier to carry around. The shield has the shape of a curved sheet of high-quality transparent polycarbonate, which is held vertically by a frame made of the same material at the back. A series of tall and thin lenses are inserted into this sheet, each running from top to bottom. When the user stands behind the device, the lenses scatter the surrounding light reflected by their body across the entire front surface of the shield. As a result, anyone looking at the shield from the front sees only scattered light from background, which perfectly blends with the actual background. Regarding practical applications, the company says that the Invisibility Shield has already been used to conceal participants in a Korean dating show, to play paintball while remaining unnoticed, in stage illusions, to hide small items on an office desk, and for wildlife observation. Among the inconveniences, users cannot see clearly what is ahead through the shield and have to peek out from behind it. Here's the perfect advertisement for camouflage designed specifically for rocky terrain. Just look at how difficult it is to find the camouflage soldier among the rocks. In reality, it's not a special suit that concealed him, but a lightweight cotton shawl, something like a large scarf that can be folded and tucked into a waist bag.
This is why I said we're not ready for them. We're not ready for them. We are not ready to go against no China, bro. When I'm seeing shit like this, nigga just be hiding up on the rocks and just throw the cloak up over them. And and we ain't see shit. Literally, we ain't see shit happen. But a goddamn chameleon with an AK just take us out. Dog, we not ready for no China. We're not ready for no China. Yeah, pretty much. Jay Porter, what's going on? Gave us an inside look at what the technology is going to be looking at later on. Gave us a nice, thorough look at what it's going to look like. I'm trying to tell you. But look, man, let me see. What else did the brother have? Yeah, that was pretty much it. Okay, so as I said before, we're going to be, and I wanted to get more opinions on it as well. What do y'all think about the gaming channel? What do y'all think about the actual video gaming channel? Because I've been on with a streamer, if you guys are familiar with Shakedown 2012, who's done the NBA 2K top 10 plays of the week. If you're a 2K player, he's done the top 10 plays of the week for you for the past, 10 2Ks. He's got over 1 million subscribers. I've been running with him on Marvel Rivals, okay? As well as I have a squad to run with in Pro-Am on 2K. So if you guys do want to see some content, I will be streaming, of course, tomorrow, sometime during the day. And we will be getting in some early content on the game as well. And we'll be back here, I want to say Sunday. No, I'm not going to say Sunday. Monday. I'll be back here Monday. If nothing happens over the weekend, I will be back here on Monday. And I'm also going to do a special Christmas stream for us, just to say hey and Merry Christmas, of course. But because ain't nobody going to be here. Marvel Rivals any good? Yes, it's an amazing game. It's an incredible game. If it came out any sooner, it would have been Game of the Year. But that's just my hops. But again, if you guys do enjoy seeing streaming of the games, definitely tune in here because we're going to have more of that also throughout the year moving forward. I'm also going to be playing regular one-player games as well. I won't just be playing two-player games and multiplayer games. I'll be playing games like Indiana Jones. I still have to get the new Star Wars, so I'll be doing a part 1, 2, 3, 4, whoever have you for the new Star Wars Outlaws. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. Okay. But I hope you guys do like the new lighting. What had happened was, yes, I definitely agree with that. I got to see what symbolism is going to happen on Christmas. It's definitely going to be some shit. It is definitely going to be some shit. I definitely agree with you there. But like I said, I just had to catch up with y'all to once again bring everybody up to speed on what was going on with these drones, because I know it's a lot of people that are confused still on what it is, but I don't want my people to be misled on what is actually going on up there. Project Bluebeam is right around the corner, y'all. I can't emphasize that enough. Project Bluebeam is right around the corner. Take heed and be smart. Take heed and be smart. So once again, shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Jay Porter, Kim Crawford, Too Fly, Fury B, the homie. What happened was, who else is up in here? Kim Crawford, I know, was up in here. I can't see what other names. I don't know why. I can't see my other names. I can't go up no further. It looks like it just refreshed on me. But keep your third eye open and your head on a swivel. Fact is never motherfucking fiction. You can learn, not by asking questions, but by just listen. I'm gonna get that slogan right one day, but you know.
A bullshit? A bullshit?